4th grade ELA, tech set, taking action, making change. Do you think a person your age can start a successful business? Why or why not? The main character in today's book is a boy about your age named Kojo. Kojo borrows money from his mother to start a business. Let's see what happens when Kojo tries to start a business as we read One Hen by Katie Smith Millway. Kojo ties the knot tight and hoists a bundle of firewood onto his head. Since his father died, he has had to quit school and help his mother collect wood to sell at the market. It is the last load of the day, and he is tired and hungry. Kojo and his mother live in a mud-walled house with an open fire for cooking. Because it is a garden, beside it is a garden where they grow their own food. They never have much money or much to eat. As Kojo nears the house, he can smell his mother's fufu cooking, their main meal made from cassava and yams. He begins to walk faster. So that's Kojo, that's his mother. This is the loan that Kojo gets. Kojo and his mother live in a village in the Ashanti region of Ghana. None of the 20 families in the village have much money, but they do have a good idea. Each family promises to save a bit of money so that one family can borrow all the savings to buy something important. The Ampong family is first to borrow the money. They use it to buy 2 cartloads of fruit, which they sell for a profit at the market. When they pay back the loan, the Dudo family borrows the money to buy a second-hand sewing machine. They plan to turn the cloth they weave into shirts and dresses to sell. One day, as Kojo's mother's turn, she uses the loan to buy a cart so she can carry more firewood to market. She also hopes to rent the cart to people who need transport. There are a few coins left over. Kojo asks if he can have them to buy something for himself. He has a good idea, too. So Kojo asks for a few coins to buy something because he has a good idea. What do you think that might be? Why do you think that? Let's see if you are right. Kojo ideas to buy a hen. He and his mother will eat some of the eggs it lays and sell the rest at the market. There is a farmer in a neighboring village with many hens, and Kojo will ask to buy one. It takes Kojo 2 hours to walk to the chicken farm, but by the time he arrives, he is hot and dusty. He wonders how he will know which hen to choose. There are so many. Kojo tries to look over all the chickens. A white one pecks the ground near his foot. Should he choose this hen? A speckled one flaps her wings and clucks. Perhaps she is the one. All at once, Kojo spies a plump brown hen with a bright red comb sitting in her nest, puffing out her feathers. She looks as if she would enjoy laying eggs. Now he doesn't have to think. He knows in his heart that she is the one. Kojo pays for the brown hen. He puts her in the wicker basket. He gently covers the hen with a cloth and lifts the basket onto his head. As he walks home, he dreams about the future, and he sees a lot of eggs in it. Eggs to eat, and if he is lucky, eggs that he can sell to buy more hens. That night, he puts the basket up with the hen beside his bed mat to keep it safe. This is the hen that Kojo buys with the loan he got. So take a good look at the illustration. What do you notice? The illustrator combined realistic elements with imaginary ones. Kojo makes a nest for his hen from an old wash powder box and checks it for eggs every day. On the first day he finds nothing. On the second day, still no. But what is this? In the corner under some straw, a smooth brown egg. Kojo is lucky. Indeed, his hen does seem to enjoy laying eggs. She lays 5 eggs the first week. Kojo and his mother eat 1 egg apiece, and he saves the other 3 for the market on Saturday. On market day, he walks among the stalls of fruit, vegetables, meats, neat cloths, and calabash bowls. He finds a good place to set down his small basket and call out for customers. Kojo sells 2 eggs to Ma Kampong and 1 to Ma Dudu. He clutches his egg money tightly so he won't lose it. He is about to pack up his basket and go home for when he finds another treasure, loose grains and bits of fruit fallen on the ground that can feed his hen. Slowly, Kojo's egg money grows. After 2 months, he saves enough to pay his mother back. In 4 months, he has enough to buy another hen. Now Kojo can sell 5 eggs a week, and he and his mother have more to eat. After 6 months, he buys a third hen. He and his mother have an egg a day. Kojo is proud of his egg, and his mother is proud of Kojo. Bit by bit, one small hen is making a difference. So these are the eggs that Kojo sells from the hen he bought. One year later, Kojo has built up his flock to 25 hens. He thinks the sound of chickens clucking and skirting around their enclosure is better than beating of festival drums. But collecting eggs from so many hens is hard work. His speckled hen tries to hide her eggs. Today he finds one under a casab plant, and his white hens peck at him when he checks their nest. Then there is his brown hen with the bright red comb, his first and still his favorite. She always seems to have a smooth brown egg for him. Selling eggs at the market has given Kojo some savings. Maybe he will use some egg money to build a fine wooden chicken coop. Maybe he will buy some things his mother needs, such as a new water bucket and a good knife. Or maybe he can pay for something he's been dreaming of, fees and a uniform so that he can go back to school. Your eggs have made us stronger, Kojo, says his mother. Now go to school and learn, for both of us. So Kojo's mother says, your eggs have made us stronger. Kojo, now go to school and learn, for both of us. What does she mean? This is the school Kojo attended when the fees he paid for the money he made selling his eggs. Kojo's uniform feels stiff and new as he walks to school. With each step, his lips move silently, reciting the ABCs and numbers he learned from his father before his father died. In school, Kojo worked hard to catch up with other students on reading and spelling and arithmetic. Later, he learns to write essays and solve math and science problems, and he learns about his country history and its resources and about other countries in Africa and around the world. There are practical lessons for country life, too. How to filter drinking water with a cloth to remove parasites. How to use chicken manure and compost made from garbage to fertilize soil and grow vegetables. The lessons Kojo learns help him care for his chickens. His dreams are growing bigger, but now he sees that he will need more education to make them come true. Kojo studies even harder and wins a scholarship to an agricultural college to learn more about farming. His mother will care for his chickens while he is away. At college, Kojo's dreams start to take shape, the shape of a farm of his own. After Kojo finishes college, he decides to take a big risk. He will use all the money he and his mother have saved to start a real poultry farm. He buys a large plot of land and enough wood and wire to build chicken coops. Now he needs hens, 900 of them, to start the farm. He needs another loan and a big one. This time, Kojo goes to a bank in Kumasi, a nearby town. When the banker hears that Kojo wants to build 900 hens, he shakes his head. He does not want to lend money to a young man from a poor family. Kojo does not give up. He goes to the capital city, Accra, and visits the bank headquarters. Kojo waits and waits to see the bank president. The bank is near closing when finally the president agrees to see him, but not for long. He is a busy man. Kojo tells the banker that he has schooling and will work hard. The banker has heard such stories before and frowns. Then Kojo tells him about the small lamb, the brown hen, and the egg money he has used to build his flock. The banker sits back in his chair. He taps his fingers together. This is a story he hears every day. This is not a story he hears every day. He smiles and nods. Kojo will get his loan. The banker and Kojo shake hands. Back home, Kojo buys his hens. Soon there will be eggs, so many eggs that he will need helpers to collect them. So this is the family Kojo raises on the farm he built with money he made. Kojo's hens are good layers. There are more than enough to lay eggs for his village, so he travels to Kumasi to sell to the shopkeepers there. One shopkeeper is called Kawasi. Kojo knows him well. This man grew up in the same small village that Kojo's father did and was a good friend. Kojo always goes to Kawashi's shop last and sometimes stays for supper. He likes to hear stories about his father, and he likes the peanut stew and palm oil soup that Kawasi's daughter makes. Her name is Alma, and she is a teacher. She has many stories about boys just like Kojo once was, boys who want to learn and who have big dreams. Kojo loves these stories, and he visits more and more often. He wishes he could hear Alma's stories every day. One day he asked if she will be his wife. Amma is proud to marry Kojo and join him on the farm. So soon Kojo and Amma are to be parents. As the years go by, they have 3 boys and 2 girls, all strong and clever. With the money from Kojo's eggs, they build a bigger house of cinder blocks and stucco. Kojo's mother comes to live with them and tends to the garden. She will never have to sell firewood again.